And welcome back to more Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. Last time we kind of went all over the place, did some of C, did some of G, did some of B. We were all over the place. This time we're gonna get back to rail B, but we're gonna go out of order. We're gonna do this one because I hate it, and I want to get out of the way. You'll quickly discover why I don't like the balloons, and express not liking the balloons, even in the main campaign. This level is difficult. This one took me a long time on my first attempt. My advice, ink the side column thingies ASAP while shooting the balloons. Like, obviously don't spend too much time if you can't, but if you have a spare moment, try inking the little structures, so it'll make your life so much easier later on. I would also recommend possibly turning up turning sensitivity so you can turn faster, but that's kind of optional and up to your preference. I may not be talking much in this also. Fair warning, because stress is real. Stress is super real with this level. This is the one I mean, because, like, that one's really high up. So definitely do that. Barely got that one. 10 left. A circle. Almost there. One more. So the central column. Okay. So far we're doing really good. I'm just waiting for everything to come crashing down because we're doing so well so far. And again, that took me so many tries on my first playthrough that I'm amazed we got through it that fast. Though parted by the ocean deep, my oldest friend, we meet again. I touch your face, you rouse from sleep. So this is obviously Octarians. This is obviously like Salmon Run, because this is also a fly fish. I forgot to mention that. Well, that relieves a lot of my stress, to be honest. That was a level I was really worried about. Dodge missiles and get to the goal. That sounds fun. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm legitimately amazed how smoothly this is going, and I wonder when it's gonna come crashing down, to be honest. Take care to avoid the missiles fired by the missile octocopter. If you're under a roof, you should be safe. And please watch your step. So we have no way to defend ourselves, not even splat bombs, and there's said octocopter. Missile octocopter, careful, those things can fire on you from a long way off. Or missile copter for short. Note the giant floating GameCube is in the background. I actually approve of that, because GameCube is actually my favorite console, if you didn't know that. I really like the GameCube, and I completely chalk it up to nostalgia. I'm not gonna lie. We actually needed to get his attention. He took his focus off of us for a moment, and we had to get his attention back, because we needed him to break the things. Also, this graded surface will hit us, I think. So let's keep moving. Other surfaces cannot be broken by the missiles, but I think through those, they would still be able to hit us. I'm not sure. Didn't want to take a chance. For eels, it can spot you from that far away. Got him to hit the target, so we can move on safely. Again, this is a really cool idea for a level. Kind of having to play smart and basically use the enemy to help you out. It's really creative. So likewise, we need him to hit the sponge to shrink the block down in order to get this. Grab that weapon and fire, fire, fire. These are the Kluga dualies, I think? I'm actually not sure. I think that's right. Feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm completely wrong, because I might be completely wrong. So we have a roof over our heads, so he can't hit us, but he can sure as heck hit us here. We can get the special weapon. That's scary, so we're just gonna come over here. Which is also scary, but at least this is the intended scary path. which makes it all better. Good. Missile Octocopter spotted. Stand firm. So now we have to approach him slowly but surely. Just a bit more. Oh, I did not think I'd hit the target, so that's why I was backing up to the other target. This is probably a mistake. Oh wow, that actually worked out. Splendid. Nice, nice. Well, that actually was pretty easy. That was easier than I remembered as well. I feel like I pictured this game being a lot harder, and then maybe I'm thinking of the wrong levels. Because I could have sworn that was more difficult than it actually was. Anyway, can't complain. You have now unlocked 6 lines. You can view them on the Deep Sea Metro map. None of the 4 things can be found here. Try searching on a different line. I'd like to offer you a reward for finding this new line. Same as always. That's B, right? Or is that counting as D? Spawn point. Finale is not what it seems. When your end comes, rise up and run. Don't let defeat dissolve your dreams. Good advice. Gotta keep fighting. Stop at a breakdance station. Defeat all the enemies. This one is hard. I've been saying this about every level, but this one is legitimately, potentially challenging. Go with the recommended Tri-Slosher. You must fight your way through while standing atop breakable platforms. Shooting carelessly is not recommended. Watch your step and try to remember the location of the sturdy crates. It's a reminder that the red crates take more to break than the tan crates, and we need to use that to our advantage. What the heck is this? Watch it blasting around you willy-nilly is destroying the stuff you can stand on. Case in point. We have 3 more to go, and most of the platform is already gone, so I'm a little worried, to tell the truth. Maybe we should have gone with the roller for this. Now we have, one of these guys. Try not to... Okay, that was just a really dumb luck, because the splat bomb went off right as they took out the enemy, so I actually technically cleared that. There's no, like, cooldown, like, if you fall after you defeat him, you lose, you just clear it, which is actually really nice, but also very fortunate for me. How desolate the star-marked limb is what awaits me the same fate? I must not dwell, it's much too grim. So what is this? Fat Splats Station. Defeat all enemies, bring the ruckus. I don't know what this level is. I actually legitimately don't know what this level is. I remember a lot of levels out of the 80, but like this is not springing to mind. Actually now I'm definitely remembering it. Flings a roller. Reminder, this is the roller that launches a lot of ink forward. So good if we have to defeat enemies. Defeat all enemies. You can hide behind a wall and take a few deep breaths. It's a rule of the battlefield. Yep, always good to kind of know your own limits. Not rush and get yourself hurt in the process. Goes for multiplayer as well. Gotta play a little safe sometimes. This is a predicament. Fling all the ink. I'm out of ink. I don't use rollers, so I'm not really used to their ink capacity, to tell the truth. At least that's the excuse I'm gonna go with at the moment. Just one enemy left. Really? Is it just this one? I see so much beyond there. I have a feeling that's not all. Yep, we got more. Take careful note of the enemy's positions and find a weak point in their defenses. So this time we have not ink rails, but like ink lines, I think is what they're called. So we can't like use them as grind rails, but we can kind of use them to traverse nonetheless. That's an Octo Commander, I think. Amidst snipers, got a Stingray here. That probably will be helpful. And take you out. Still trouble down below. I am going to take the high ground and slowly take him out. Because I am not getting involved down there, to tell the truth. And that's why, because I make bad decisions, like using up all main. Now I think we're safe. What was that about being safe? Rad. Next. So right here, we move on. I think this is the final area. There might be one more. Oh, final. Whoa, so huge, so tall. This is actually really fun, but also scary. Gonna be a little risky here. It paid off, sort of. Other than being in imminent danger, but I'm gonna sit here and recharge. I'm just gonna figure out where everyone is from this center structure. Just gradually pick everybody off, I think. You can splash down, which is actually pretty spectacular, probably, from this height. There's a guy over there. I don't think I can reach him. I can. I think. It's gonna take forever, though, because I can't really get a direct hit on him. This is probably the worst way to try to do this, to be honest. Considering the flings might even be able to hit him. Now that I think about it. Let's just get back on this center tower. Or fall all the way down. Totally meant to do that. Totally all according to plan. No problem here. Yeah, your rolling speed isn't the best with the flings because it's more of an attacker than a roller, I'd say. That's just how I tend to imagine it, at least. It's less of an attacking type roller. I mean, it's more of an attacking type roller, less turf coverage. This level's longer than I remember it being. Oh wow, you can ink the actual tower. That's not a bad idea, to get over here. And by get over here, I mean fall. I don't recommend doing this. This is probably not a good strategy, but it worked out. Got them. Got a bunch of Octo stamps. I think there's a... Yeah, there's one of the runny guys. As in running, not as like runny nose. Tentacook, that's what they're called. Thank you, Marina, for telling me the name that I completely forgot. So let us use stealth. Or attempt to use stealth. Almost. Kind of. Sort of worked. And they give you a shortcut back to the top, which is nice, and there you go. Lots of power eggs, so might as well pick them up while we can. Wow, we have 10,000 CQ points. I didn't actually realize that we had this many points. But there you go. Bring the ruckus. We haven't had to retry too many stages, so that's part of the reason we have a lot of points building up. If you retry a lot, then obviously you're not going to have a ton to work with. Octo Zeppelin, how loftily you float on high, suspended there in starry air, as you drip purple passing by. That's an apt description. Defeat all enemies with Rolonium before time runs out. This one actually isn't that bad, so I think we can do this one too, before ending this part. We're making pretty good time, actually, to tell the truth. You must defeat all of the enemies before time runs out. Look up to send Rolonium flying high. And don't forget you can hide behind the crates to avoid taking enemy fire. The balloon gives you armor, if you're wondering. So I gotta launch the Rolonium at all the enemies, like so. It's a pretty neat concept, actually. Obviously the crates will break, so, you know, don't get overconfident here. And yeah, I accidentally broke a bunch of crates. That was smooth. So yeah, you want to kind of aim up to launch the Rolonium higher, like that. And there you go. Almost Almost. 3 more. One will spawn in once we defeat the last 2 guys. Wow, we have a minute 20 left. This is a pretty good run. 1 left. Come out, wherever you are. 1 last sniper. We gotta lead shots with Rolonium, which is fun. I mean, actually it's an interesting idea having to lead shots with a projectile of this nature. Almost, I was too low. Too low again. Hi, low battery. There we go. Test passed. Octosamp. I can see what that is without even reading the description. And there we have it. We're working backwards. We were going forwards, but now we're going backwards. This stage we'll probably do next time and go back on the normal path, or we could keep going backwards. The thing is right there, so might as well, actually. It seems to you a sly attack, but for your pains you make no gains. You only get shot in the back. True. So, 16 out of 80 mem cakes collected. We still have a very long way to go. Even though it feels like we're making pretty good time, we still have a lot left. So, with that all being said, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Splatoon 2 Octo expansion.